white. The orange and white.
A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this is obviously a huge matchup. With the 5-game winning streak on the line, they understand that they are facing one of the best teams in the country. A top 25 matchup. He's been warning his team all week at practice. Do not take them lightly. They want to be 1-0 after this week and keep the streak alive. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Hurricanes ready to kick it away first. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run him again. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it along the sideline. He's running free down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the catch. It's Vaughn. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Rush is on. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete as he tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with the dub.
Right, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff, and I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Taken down right away. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Taking it the other way. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricane. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's brought down, a short return, and the defense comes out on top of the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing, Mensah. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
A hit, all right? I'm going to come back and get that.
Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense putting points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's Mensah to throw. They're all over it. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Second and long here. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
They get him on the ground. And boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Mensah. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. Sprinting away.
That's a good play.
At the 20. Touchdown, Miami. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. They finally get him corralled. What a beautiful return, and he almost ended this first quarter with a bang. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hand off for Brown. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Turn up. Oh, buddy. Thank you.
The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On first down, it's Brown again. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Just got rid of that one.
Yeah, I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
The Hurricanes are facing 3rd and inches. Right at the line. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Fletcher. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Canes are marching down the field. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29. And after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. And this guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Knocked down immediately.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking for a man. It's Beal. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just...
Go down 2.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Canes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He now has 62 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On the move. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Making his first move. He gets a block. And there he goes. Touchdown!
Put that bitch out of bounds. You won't get another one. I promise you that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
The defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the second time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. takes the handoff. It's Simon. Knocked down in the backfield. It's 4th down, and the defense does have a timeout to use. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. All wideouts, no backs. Throwing, Mensah. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Near the marker, it's Wingo. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Handoff to the lone back. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield, it's Beal.
Get up, boy.
Oh,
Get up. Man, it is Beal.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Good first
A
half,
lot of
boy.
scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Eastern Michigan taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. And it's the Eagles who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. The victory closes the chapter on a 5-7 regular season. Disappointing, but those seniors go out with a victory.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little.
Army toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Miami. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you
Bless
up.
you.
If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Here comes the Texas offense. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the 2nd half. Arch Madness. Moving out to the right. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Townsend. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Hits inside, it's Smothers. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Now here's Manning. Right side, it's Smothers. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Move to his right. Looking for the goal line. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Mensah to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Got his man down the middle. Ripping through the defense. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers. And so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Mensah. Turns it upfield. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing.
Makes the grab in their space. Running inside the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Gets open down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. He's changing the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, that's a kick, man.
Intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been.
Needed that turnover instead of this field right, right?
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible?
They're looking to take a shot. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Second and long here. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Release to the back. This one's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Second down coming up. Throwing, Mensah. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Has to have it on fourth down. Turning it on. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Here's Mensah to throw. Touchdown, Canes! The offense cashing it in on that drive. That score will give them a
exactly what you want your offense to do in the fourth quarter. Like, protect your lead, being able to put drives together, eat up clock, and score. Now, ball goes to the other side. Palmer, you better put this offense in fast forward. Down by a couple of possessions, you need some big plays.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time. You've got to score quickly, and then your defense has to be able to get the ball back for you, too. So you just put tons of pressure on the opponent with that long scoring drive to take a two-possession lead. That could not have been executed any better.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Out wide left, it's Wingo. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Arch to throw.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Way off target there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big
You shut my shit down after I got 28-14. You figured that shit out, you shut me down.
On the field and get ready to play the pass.
Fires to the middle.
Shut me the fuck down, man.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They'll line up to go for 2. Art's going to spin it again. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Manning. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Manning. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Left side is Smothers. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Needs it. He will not get it. A 4th down stop this defense as they try to salt this one away.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Mensah. Rush right in his face. He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, it's just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. That game not nearly as competitive as many of us expected. I think it was a